So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game, nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover.
There's the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making them
After sweeping balls executed with deadly efficiency.
just when they thought they may be in a good end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's well suited. He's a sharp little ball here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Flips the other.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Intercepts the through. That's well read. And it's Olmo. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness.
Hello everybody,
Win today,
and welcome to
and they
today's
will be
match.
up there amongst the elite. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. Messi! Wonderful, Lionel Messi! Who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again.
Number 10.
He has given that a lot.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Shevchenko. And beyond the defence. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. In with the challenge. That's Shevchenko.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
He's had a shot! Split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Bruno Guimaraes spots it and intercepts. And it's Kane. Done delicately. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. They've been given a corner. It's been taken short. Conceição, here's onto this, and he shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That was a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Looking to play him in. Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Here's the chance to counter. Shevchenko. Daniel. And the finish! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Somewhat off target. Bruno Guimaraes. Serginho. Oh, no joy this
There will
time.
be 3 minutes at a time.
Kanji attempts a clearance. Chance! Goal! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
As it's
Well, it's
time
a
to
lead
announce today's
that's by
winning
no
lottery
means
numbers.
convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution on the field.
So it has been
Number
pretty
17,
frantic here. Everybody
Hazard.
eagerly awaiting the start
Coming
of
on
the
to
second
replace
half.
him is number.
And it's Conceição. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And now the breakaway. Can he get it through? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Bruno Guimaraes. Now that looks a decent ball. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. And the defence opted here for strength in numbers. Look at the space. Real chance! And no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Akanji. Robertson. And it's Serginho. Now it's Kane. Now that's been intercepted. Robertson. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Dani Olmo. That's a cute ball. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Koundé to Conceição. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Gerrard. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Caceres. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's
There
shifting
will be
through the
one minute
gears here.
added time.
In towards the back stick. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that is that. So it is something to hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Now this could be a chance. There's good alertness. Caceres has got himself a free kick. Tries to play it through. Can he get on the end of this? It's good running with the ball. He's got away. Closing in on goal. Mignon claims comfortable. Dani Olmo does really well to win the ball there. Fiore, and it's Ibrahimovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. No, it's not gone well. He's had it taken off him. Ibrahimovic. Back on the ball again.
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
This is Ronaldo. That's very neat. And Edmilson. And there's the shot! That caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Ibrahimovic. Fiore. And this is Ronaldo. That has been cut short. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a good ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
It's Inzaghi. Gerrard. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Neymar. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side
And just a
yet
quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Inter. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 7,
So off we go again.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, both sides are
Coming on
eager
the
to get
field,
going. Here's
number
hoping
9,
that it's a good sign.
Duke.
Things are about to change.
Number
We need a
18,
little more life in this.
Substitution.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Caceres. Knocks it into space. Kanji gets it away. And we have our very... Oh, this is a great position. And a chance! That wasn't the worst effort in the world. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the and the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he get it through? And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Is there any support? He might have a chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Searching pass he's played there. Played into space. Well, that's well seen too. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
He's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Fiore, Count. Right, Shevchenko. He's shifting through the gears here. Shevchenko. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Inter really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Oh, he had to make that. And not a bad try by any means. Messi. Oh, that's neat. And this is Neymar. And he's there to get it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, somewhat off target. Well, there's the clearance. That's a throw.
Ball into the opposition box, that's where it has to be.
He's picked his way through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is as far as it goes. The deed is done.
And now,
They
to all
are
members
on
of the
the up.
crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me
is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up
Hello
to each other with
everybody,
fire
and
in their
welcome to
eyes.
today.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
In a system,
Land on that for us, Jim.
well, there's just so many potential options by fullbacks coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A Trump takes the shot!
Oh, such a getting the highest.
It's a searching... And it's made its way to him. This interception, his positioning, that was not it. Contributor in... Space out wide here. Hakimi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. The kick pass hasn't quite come off. McTominay.
Manchester are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Serginho. Looking for options for movement. Fernando Torres. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first
A
half?
quick reminder
Solid.
today that
Very
smoking is
solid,
only
actually,
allowed in
Peter.
areas
They
shown
haven't
on this
made
map.
much of an
Thank
impression
you
at
for
the
your
other end.
cooperation.
But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution.
Manchester clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to there, really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Shifting through the gears here. Deftly away.
Ball here.
Neymar. And he plays one through. A slightly better...
By telegraphing that one, it was always going to be intercepted.
He's on top here.
Yes.
Torres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protection.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defence.
First breakthrough.
Look to this.
And the difference is still one, but only just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And he's taking no chances there. He's had a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Neymar pulls short. Shot a goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's looking wide. Ball and strong.
Manchester clearly have been instructed to kill this off. I wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Thing now, Peter, get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for a runner. That's really well cleared. And time is up. Relief fire the line. Quite a ride. Shevchenko
Just a
claiming
quick
the man of the
reminder
match
today.
award. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things running.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Hazard stood his ground strongly. There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's having a shot! There it is!
So early.
The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
So, a breakthrough already. Having too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Tries to play it through. Shevchenko providing an outlet on that flank. Somewhat off target. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He's got away. a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Running. Of expectation here.
He can have a right smile there.
There first. To return it. Can he get on the end of this?
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 16 minutes is...
First breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10...
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now he's got space here. Hazard is wide and looking to get... And it's Gerrard. And Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. And he's in on goal! Now, can he find the finish? Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's... Oh, it's come loose! No routine save. The throw. Showing great feet there. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Manchester can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the...
Messi, probing pass. That's been intercepted.
2 added minutes has
Into
been
stoppage
indicated.
time. He's having a hit! But he's left disappointed.
Hernandez really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of
And a
what
quick
we've seen,
reminder
they're
today
worth
to
their
please
lead.
take all
There was
mid-outer
genuine
bins
intensity
located by the
and
entrance
purpose
gates.
behind
Thank
what
you
they brought
very
to the
much for
game.
your
I think
cooperation.
they won a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eager in the second half.
Taking place.
I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It's a pretty loose ball here. That's put paid to the danger. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's got to be disappointed with that. Messi, oh, well played. And they've got rid. Looking to play him in.
Well, he...
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Not one to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that looks a decent ball. Perez. defending was strong and firm. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, and he can thump it away. And that's been won straight back.
Your impressions ventured to go further ahead, but it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And the counter is on. He has found the way through. Caceres, and he is going into that little black book. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Better clear. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now?
15 minutes has been indicated.
Casillas claims is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Let's fly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering and balance in his game, so you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
So what can they make a pass?
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Gerrard. And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Weighted ball. That's been cut out. Well played. Alexander-Arnold. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost... Well, no messing about, it is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial.
It's worked out badly.
Substitutions taking place.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping. that is now beyond the defence. That is a great pick out. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Good chance! And there's his goal!
All his own doing.
Stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a
And reclaimed it in a trice. Now he's got space here.
well, it's a...
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine
Those
flow
of you
to this
making their way
game.
home.
as-
Sports.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So it has been pretty
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Doing well. Keep it.
He's arguably lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter.
To play it through, and he's picked out the run. It really is a finish of the highest order.
For Manchester
Yeah, a
United.
fantastic run and a
After
fantastic
55
pass to
minutes
play it in.
is
Both needed to be
number
timed. Well, I'd happily watch.
Skillfully cut out. Who is the pass? Now who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Deftly away.
The ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Signalling
Number
changes
7,
here, both at the same time.
Shevchenko.
Two fresh faces
Number
and both
21,
in the front line.
Gerrard.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a
Coming
short
on the
to the
field.
front line.
Number 19.
Can't do anything today.
And we have our very first corner. That is so good, such sharp skill. It's Mbappe. Alessandro Martinez deals. Great vision. Thinks about the chance to shoot. And he's managed to get free. Out for a throw. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close.
to
fans
today's
have pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monument. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things up.
He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out.
Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end. Oh, he's been caught on the trademark move. And
Real cut mind those players, Peter. That concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want
to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. The time for a cool head, and that is it's starting to look very interesting.
lose focus.
Has been well in. That's an no mistake. And they're back in front. Lead. Messi. And it's Gerrard. And now they can clear their lines. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is replayed easily. Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Most De Bruyne. Yilmaz. He's hanging apart!
But at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Minutes added time.
It's come loose. An entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Either side holding back here. It
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
By no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on the
Here, at times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Neymar. Time for the goal kick. Caceres. Yilmaz. Here's De Bruyne! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager was tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Cleared away. It's their second corner of the game. Serginho. Good looking ball. Now then, the ball's loose. And he's gone looking for safety.
it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Another chance from a corner. Corner number 3 coming up.